Hey everyone, welcome to the webinar. Sorry that it took a little bit of time to get started. As I'm sure all of you are aware, we got some familiar faces here. We like starting just a little bit after the time just to make sure that everybody is attentive and has their seats. So let's go ahead without further ado and get started on the webinar for today. We should have you guys out of here in about 20 or 25 minutes. It won't be too long of a webinar. The more comprehensive webinar will actually be this Friday, specifically for our live account holders. That will be for the non-farm payroll report that's coming out this Friday. Should be quite a huge one. Obviously, talk of the Brexit still looms, but now the focus is going to be coming back a lot as we find a bottom and stabilize. In terms of the Brexit, everyone's going to be coming back to the interest rate decision that's on everyone's mind prior to the Brexit. So as we come back to the interest rate decision, we're definitely going to be seeing a lot of individuals start trading the US dollar again. That's why the non-farm payroll report is very important, because the non-farm payroll report is the employment data specifically for the United States economy. So employment is always a massive economic thermometer when it comes to actual performance of a country's economy, and therefore it's going to be absolutely huge in determining whether or not there might be a possibility that we could potentially see a rate hike in 2016. All these maybes, buts, and coulds have a very large effect on the country's currency, almost more so than the actual announcement itself. So you can expect that we're going to see a lot of movement in the United States dollar, especially on Friday. So this is to get you guys prepped on a specific side of the trading platform. Generally, it is normally seen as a little bit more confusing. It's very tough for somebody to come on to the social side of the platform and immediately know exactly how to use it. That's why we have webinars like this for you guys today. Obviously, we're trying to assist you guys in understanding exactly what it is to trade on XSocial, what is XSocial, how to get there, what type of trader you should be looking for depending on your account balance, and also kind of moving forward and using XSocial in conjunction with other areas of the platform. So XSocial is definitely a very powerful tool, I believe, to help you get started and to help you extend your profits. There's definitely ways you can do XSocial. You can either trade primarily on XSocial, or you can try to essentially leverage a top trader on XSocial. Traders definitely follow a cyclical pattern. Even if your own trading experience, you'll find this. You're never just consistently making revenue. It's always different. Traders that make profit now may not profit later. So XSocial provides a very unique opportunity for individuals to see who on the platform is doing very well, almost ride their coattails as they extend into extreme profitable territory. And then once they're at that profitable territory and they're kind of getting a little stagnant, you have the ability to stop copying them, take them out of your portfolio, and copy another player. You also have the ability to use the profit from XSocial in conjunction with your own trading strategies for Forex. So that's one of the massive benefits of using the platform that we offer here, is the fact that you're going to have the ability to use the money that you deposit and that you transfer to us in conjunction with any sort of trading platform that we have on the X Station. So that's binary option trading, that's social trading, and also Forex trading, where you can trade commodities, currencies, the physical, actual goods. Very, very, very special and important. Not a lot of platforms do that, very few in fact. They require you to download multiple platforms, transfer accounts, transfer balances. That's not how it works here. You have one account balance that will always remain stagnant, and it allows you to use profits created in one respect for another. So it's very, very, very powerful in that sense. So today, what I really want you guys to walk away with at the end of this session is basically just understand how to get on to the XSocial side of the platform. That's kind of, the 101 of XSocial, getting there. Hopefully you guys will be able to get there easily enough, and I'll show you how to do that. I want you to understand how to rank a trader. There's different ways of ranking a trader, and it's very important to understand what you should be looking for when it comes to a certain trader on the platform. I get questions about this all the time, and it's very difficult for traders because they may not deposit some of the or transfer some of the top funds to require consistent monitoring and consistent aid. Again, you got to realize that we have a lot of traders on our platform, and we got to prioritize our time with the individuals that have, deposited or transferred a fair bit into their accounts with Currency House. They, unfortunately, or fortunately enough for them, get a little bit more of our time. So individuals that have less funds in their account, they should be very attentive to these type of webinars, because this is when we're going to be helping them big time. So for you players out there that have a minimal account balance but want to use XSocial, this is the kind of platform for you to understand exactly how to use it properly. Because like I said, it's very difficult to use. Well, I shouldn't say difficult, but it is definitely requires a little bit of skill to use XSocial. It's not something like binary options trading that you can just jump on it and start making money right away. You definitely need a little bit of help when it comes to it. So that's what we're going to do for you guys today. Then I want to go over a few different traders that might fit styles of specific account balances. That's also going to be very important. Traders that have, something around 500 to 1,000, traders that have something around 2,000 to 5,000, and traders that have 5,000 plus. So we're going to examine those three categories. We always recommend that you have a pretty substantial account balance when it comes to using XSocial. Those are the traders that make the most, the traders that have the most in their accounts. It's this pattern you see all the time. Traders that have a smaller account balance, they do profit, they do make money, but they don't make as much money as the individuals that have deposited more into their accounts. And that's just how it is. That's how any investment is in life. The more that you're willing to ultimately extend and expose yourself to, the more profit you have the potential to gain. And that's kind of just like investment trading 101. So obviously, XSocial works very well for that, and we're going to show you guys how to get that today. So as soon as you go over to currencyhouse.com and log into your platform, whether it's your demo or your live account, this is basically what's going to be coming up. So this is the main overall screen that you see. So I'm going to do something very simple here, and I'm just going to show you guys exactly how to get over to XSocial. So XSocial is on the left-hand side of your screen right here. You see my spotlight? That's what you got to press on, because when you first log into the platform, you're going to be on Forex. So again, Forex, that's where you're actually buying and selling, going long or short on a specific instrument, whether or not it's oil, USD CAD, Euro USD. You're essentially using news announcements and also technical analysis in order to predict where the market is heading. It's a skill, requires a lot of practice, but that's how you make your money as a trader at the end of the day. If you're an independent trader, you're trading on Forex for sure. Options is the other guy that kind of sandwiches XSocial right here. Options is binary options. That's a very simple and very simplistic method of trading. You basically know exactly what you stand to lose on every single binary option trade you do. If you're brand spanking new and you've never tried it, honestly, I definitely recommend trying out binary options at least once or twice, even if you just want to trade Forex or do XSocial. It's super simple. We now have a comprehensive binary options trading guide that we can actually send to you in case you want to learn a little bit more about it. So that's free with every binary options account you open. And then you got XSocial. So XSocial is what we're focusing on today. It's right in the middle. Basically, XSocial is the amalgamation of every single individual in the world that's currently using the XStation platform. So every single person that's currently using the XStation platform, you're given a profile. It's kind of like your Facebook profile for trading. You don't have to enter a lot of information when you create an account. It's not like Facebook where you got to post a photo and all this kind of stuff. It's not like that. Because we're trading and because we're making money and because we're professionals here, it's focusing more on the money side of things. So that's kind of what the main focus of your profile is going to be on. But anyway, so everybody in the world that uses XSocial, the XStation is on XSocial. So it provides a very cool and very unique opportunity for us to actually see every single player in the world that's currently trading on the XStation platform. It's quite tremendous. I say it a lot here because a lot of people don't realize that that's actually what it is. It's every single trader that's out there is on XSocial. So what does that do? Well, if we have the ability to rank and to see every single player on XSocial, then we also have the ability to start ranking them based on their trading methods, based on their overall profit, based on their runtime, based on their current equity, based on the amount of trades they've made. Because we can see all these players and see their trading statistics, we then have the ability to rank these players based on those specific things. So you can see here that this is the demo account right now. So the traders are all kind of ranked by a specific number. Trader 29545, blah, blah, blah. See, it's all just their numbers. It's not actually their names or their nicknames that they provided for themselves. That comes when you create a live account. So their nicknames are on there. They have their profit currently ranked. You can see that because the little arrows beside the profit here, that means we're ranking it by profit, overall profit in their account currently, and the profit that they've made in pips on the account. So remember, a pip is a fraction of a percent, we're not counting pips in terms of dollars. We're counting in fractions of a cent. So pips are the amount of profit these guys have made. So that's obviously different depending on the size of the contracts they've been taking out, but that's pretty substantial. If you look at this number, this means that the person has at least, because given a 0.1 lot contract, this person has at least made about $370,000 in profit in their career so far, which is not that big of a time for a lot of traders. A trader career can be a year, it can be a few months, but we only look and we only give you guys access to the top traders in the game. You know, if you're looking for yourself and you're not doing too well, you're probably not going to be on there, because if we had to load the data of millions of traders from around the world, it would just slow down everything. It wouldn't work. So we only put the top traders that are on there. Having said that, there's still a lot. You're not going to have any shortage when it comes to players, but you're going to be able to see a really awesome blend of traders out there that are doing well, that aren't doing so well. They're all on there. So it's a really cool opportunity for that. And because we have the ability to now rank all the players, wouldn't it be amazing if you could then copy the traders? Well, that's what XSocial allows you to do. So it's a very cool process of you can actually copy one of the top traders in the game and then mimic their maneuvers. So whenever a trader trades something, you trade that physical commodity as well. So say this trader from Britain over here, trader 29545, say that trader, so say you're copying that trader. So say you press the copy button. The reason why the copy buttons aren't here on the platform right now is because we're actually currently copying those traders. See on our trader portfolio box down here, you can see that. So we're currently copying those traders. So whenever this trader trades something, so say this trader from Britain, they shorted oil, okay? And they make 30,000 pips on that trade. If you were copying that trader, you would make that same amount of pips. You would make that exact same amount of pips. So that means if they profited 30,000 pips, you profit 30,000 pips. And that's exactly how it works to a T. And it's pretty amazing stuff because you basically have the ability to see exactly how these traders are doing. If you look on the right-hand side of the box over here, once you've clicked on a trader, you can actually view all their statistics. You can view their profit, you can view their average profit, you can view the number of trades they've made, you can just view the overall drawdown on the account that they're currently running. You can also see what their runtime has been like. Has it been long? Are they kind of steadying? Are they flattening out? You can see here that the trader has made a consistent amount of profit over the last month. They seem to be kind of leveling out right now. They don't seem to be, going up, but at the same time, they're not going down. So maybe it's worthwhile following this trader. But you can see all their strategies, and then if you press provider history, you can actually see what they're trading. So you can see the big things out there that traders are currently making money on. So this is all the demo account. It gets way more interesting when we get to the live account, which is what you see here. This was a screenshot taken, I think, a little bit of time ago, but it shows you exactly some of the live traders currently in play on the system. So these are a big ranking. I think this has since changed. Kuba was a very popular player in our system. A very small drawdown of 4,000 and a huge amount of trades. Look at that, 715 trades Kuba had made in his or her lifetime, and a very good percentage of 82%. That means every time Kuba traded, he or she guessed right on about 82% of the trades. So that was huge. As you can see, we were copying that trader at that time. Kuba primarily stuck to the DE30, which is the German stock index, to make money. And I saw a lot of traders that made a lot of money off Kuba. So Kuba is currently actually not in the ranking anymore. He or she has fallen off. Like I said, traders do tend to have their time in the spotlight and then fall off. It's kind of what it is. It's how it is for everybody. You can't always be up, right? No one's up always. So once you find a trader that you really want to copy, so say we wanted to copy Kuba, you're then going to have the ability to manually copy this trader. It's the copy provider is what it's called. So if you just want to automatically copy the trader, and that's totally fine. You can definitely do that. That's what it automatically selects as soon as you press copy a trader. And if we're moving a little bit too fast, don't worry, guys. We're going to go on the live platform and we're going to do this all in front of you in real time, so you're going to get to see it again. So if you wanted to say or automatically copy a trader, so whenever this trader trades anything, you do the same thing, you can do that. You just simply click copy and then click OK. That means whatever the trader trades, you will trade. But the reason why this is so important, and the reason why a lot of traders will have to select manually here, see this says manually right now, it's not selected currently, but you would need to select it if your account balance is significantly lower than the trader that you're looking to follow. This is pretty obvious if you look into the trader's overall equity. You can see, the equity that these traders are working with or their current account balance is in some cases absolutely monstrous. So it's huge, huge, huge. They might have account balances of $100,000 and plus. So that means when these traders make a trade and it runs into the negative a little bit, they have this massive margin in their account that allows for any sort of negative fluctuations. And they don't care. They could let a trade run into the negative. We're making a current pick on USD CAD right now that's running a little negative. That's totally fine because we know in the long run it's going to go positive. But say this trader took a huge position out and it went negative, it could go negative upwards of $10,000, $20,000. So if you're automatically copying that trader and you don't have that margin in your account to adjust for the potential loss, then you could be in trouble. So that's why if you press manually, it sets it so there's only a max amount of lots copied whenever a trader takes out a position. So say I copy trader Kuba and I wanted to manually adjust the lot size. So whenever trader Kuba makes a trade, I can make sure that it's only at 0.1 lots. So if Kuba comes out there and makes a 50 lot contract, which is the biggest possible contract you can make, I only make a 0.1 lot version of that contract. So I still gain the same amount of pips that Kuba gains, but my my profit is a lot smaller, but also my risk is a lot smaller. So I have less exposure in the market if I manually copy it to a certain degree of that player's contract size. It may seem a little bit confusing, and this is why you guys need our help when it comes to XSocial, especially if you're doing it for the first time. But as I said, if you guys are looking to do XSocial and you have an account balance of, say, 1,000, 2,000, we can specifically walk you through this process and make sure that you have a player designated to your strategy so we can make sure that you guys are making money on this. After that, you can adjust total maximum loss, total maximum open copy positions. This is all depending on your current volume. So the copy provider is definitely where people fob up a bit because there's areas for it, and there's definitely a lot of room for it when it comes to the copy provider. So I would definitely be careful on this. It's very, very tricky. So let's keep moving. Then once you copy the trader, you're going to see him in his trader portfolio. So your trader portfolio is when you're going to be seeing all of your current traders that you have out there, exactly what they're currently doing. You can see here that the volume I've marginally adjusted, so it's only a 0.1 lot copy, and I only have a 0.2 max volume open. So I'm only going to allow the max amount of positions to be opened at once at 0.2 lots. So that means it's either going to be two different trades at 0.1 or a max volume of 0.2. So make sure you guys know that. Again, if you have an account balance of something very small, 500 or plus, it should only be a 0.1 volume and a 0.1 max volume too, because you only want to have one position open at a 0.1 lot to make sure that you're not exposing yourself to too much risk when you're in XSocial. So again, that was probably the most confusing part of the presentation, but we're going to be running through all this on the live platform, so we're going to make sure that you guys understand totally what's going on. Oh, thank God, USD CAD is dropping. That is fantastic. We were just waiting for that to happen. Again, this is the pick we've been making all week, guys. USD CAD will be going down. It did jump up. We did manage to take profit when it hit this low point right here. This is just for people that were in the webinar earlier. But having said that, let's go ahead and jump into the social. So as always, guys, social is right over here. You can see my cursor currently on it. As soon as you press it, we're going to see the social platform work its magic here. Just give it a couple seconds to load. Again, this is just all using my internet connection right here, so it does take a little bit of time sometimes. Okay, perfect. So my social screen is a little bit changed up, but that's actually no problem whatsoever. We can keep it like this right now. I just exited out of those two lower boxes that were right here. If you guys ever want to convert your settings back or you're ever confused about where a box went, you simply click on these three dots on the right hand side of the screen. You'll see this come open. You'll then go to settings and you'll go down, 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 down here, go on screen, restore to default layout. And that will cause you to receive the original layout you had before. Wait for it to load up. Come on, internet, don't fail on me now. So while we're waiting for XSocial to load up, because I always have troubles loading up XSocial whenever I start doing a webinar. That's always the big issue. There's definitely some profit to be made when it comes to XSocial. Oh, come on. Okay, let's refresh this. Sorry about that, guys. Swear it only happens whenever I'm doing a webinar. Okay, let's try that again. Sorry if you guys can hear some background noise. I'm still in the office right now, so it is taking, definitely some people still at work behind me, so it might be just a tad bit loud. Let's give it a second or two just to load up here, guys. Okay, perfect. We are loaded up and good to go here. Fantastic. Okay, great. So as you can see, the only thing that was different with my trade screen that I had before was that I had exited out of these two bottom platforms here. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Just press X, X, and another X. And we're good. Okay, cool. So we're right back at it here. We got our screen back up. This is a little bit more full and obvious for you guys to currently see. As you guys know, on the left-hand side here, these are all the traders we currently have ranked. On the right-hand side here, this is the trader portfolio, or sorry, the trader profile. So this is kind of like your Facebook profile on the side here of the trader. So obviously not as fancy, but we got what we need, right? We're in finance. We just need money. So let's rank based on overall profit. So if you want to rank the current chart based on overall profit, it's very simple. You simply put your cursor over it and click down. So it's basically like you would sort anything in life, any sort of Word document on your computer. It always sorts down. So we would always talk about one trader, Hero, and you can see that this trader is currently a very, very, very good trader to follow. Somehow the trader is very careful. They are still at 100% winning streak, which is insane. We've been recommending this trader for a lot of individuals. We're actually currently copying this trader, so I don't want to copy this trader today, but this is our trader pick for anybody with a lower account balance, okay? So if you have a low account balance, I definitely recommend checking out Hero, because Hero will be very short-term gains, but very, very simple, and you won't have too much of an issue in making making profit on your account. So that's what I definitely recommend if you guys are looking at an account balance of around 500 to 1,000. Copy Hero, absolutely fantastic. I don't know how Hero is doing it, but somehow they've still managed to have an overall account balance of 100%. So it's definitely worthwhile checking into Hero. As you can see here, the average profit that Hero makes on every trade is about 611 pips, which is absolutely huge. If you guys are taking out a 0.1 marginal copy of that trader, that means that almost every single trade you'd be making around 600 US. So that's just to put into perspective, guys, for you. So again, if you were to copy the trader, you would see the copy provider come up. If you have an account balance of $500 to $1,000, make sure it's a 0.1 lot copy value for the manual. And then for the open volley positions, make sure again it's 0.1 lots. So that's for individuals with smaller account balances. For individuals with higher account balances, I definitely recommend checking out some of these top traders up here. Jean-Luc is a really good one, 94%, a current drawdown of only 4,000, which is basically what we were looking at when it came to Kuba not too long ago, one of our big favorites. Icewind was somebody that we're currently looking at right now. That's from Czech Republic as well. An amazing trader. We actually profiled this trader currently on the brief this morning. You can see this kind of slow, steady climb this trader has been able to perform, basically making money over a good period of time and currently at his or her peak. So it's definitely a good time to jump on the trader right now and make sure to copy it. So if you have an account balance of anywhere between $1,000 and $2,000, definitely check out Icewind. So let's go ahead and copy. And as you can see here, the copy provider comes up before you're able to press OK. So if you wanted, again, to automatically copy the trader strategy, you just press OK. But I don't recommend that. So I would do manually again. If you have $1,000 or less, make sure you stick on that 0.1 lot range. If you have a little bit more, you can make it a little bit more substantial. But I definitely recommend sticking to that 0.1 lot, especially if you're around 1,000 to 2,000. It's still a safe bet to do that. You don't want to make sure you have too much exposure, and it also allows you to copy multiple players so you have multiple individuals making your cash in your portfolio. Now you put trailing maximum total loss. So I would put this up to what we were talking before, or no, sorry, don't do that. Do maximum total volume of open positions. So that's what I was talking about before, the two things that need to be adjusted if you're using a smaller account balance. So then I'd put this up at 0.2 lots. So we just have that. So that would be a perfect example of a way to copy a trader and not expose yourself too much in the market, not have too much exposure in the market. That's a very, very powerful method of doing it. I would take a screenshot of this if you guys can, but it's very, very, very powerful to do that. And then you simply click OK. Once you press OK, the trader would come down here in my portfolio and start making me money. And just like that, the copy sign is off because I'm currently copying this trader. Okay? And finally, our pick for individuals that have an account balance of 5,000 or more, we recommend M57 here, also from the Czech Republic. Very, 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 very powerful. The trader has a lot of pips. The drawdown is a little bit bigger, so obviously it accounts for a trader that is a higher account balance. And for this one, if you copy the trader, you can actually copy it to a 0.5 lot contract. That's something very powerful in case you have a smaller account balance, but with a bigger account balance, you can go all the way up to about half a lot, which is what I do, about 0.5, and then maximum total volume of open copy positions, I would put at 1 lot total if you have an account balance of 5,000 or plus. So that's what I'd recommend for you guys for these 3 different traders. M57 is a good one for individuals with a much higher account balance, while Icewind is a great trade for individuals with an account balance of around 1,000 to 2,000, and then Hero right here, who has still rocking a 1,000 or 100% winning streak, is a really good trader for individuals with a smaller account balance looking to not allow too much risk into their portfolio. So that's what I recommend for you guys here today, and we're kind of currently at our 30-minute mark. So that's all I really wanted to do for you guys here today. Again, if you're still looking to maybe transfer more money into your account, I definitely recommend trying to top up your account to a level of about 1,000 to 2,000 if you're looking to get into social trading. That allows you to follow multiple traders, all the while trading on Forex, which is a very, very, very powerful 1-2 punch for your account balance and a very easy way to make a good amount of profit this coming summer. Also, if you guys are also looking for another great webinar to attend, if you are a live account holder with Currency House, you're going to have access to our Friday webinar, which is the non-farm payroll report. So I definitely recommend at least depositing so you guys can get access to that, because there's going to be a lot of movement in the market. So if you are following a trader and trading on the non-farm payroll report, then you're going to have the ability to make a whole lot of cash very, very quickly. So from all of us here at Currency House, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this webinar. If you have any questions, please feel free to email us at info@currencyhouse. But from all of us, guys, have a great evening, and we'll see you all on Friday.